Hi, there's Live Prepper here. Getting used to living in my car. It's not going to be permanent. This is just something I chose to do for a few months to learn the area, and I just can't afford the outrageous rent on some of these places. I just can't afford it. DoorDash hasn't been very good up in this area. I've not really made much money off of it. I have to go back up north to see my heart doctor because I'm on heart medication. Plus, I have my stuff up there. All my jewelry and all my craft stuff's got to come back down here so I can start setting up to make my own money. I take it with a grain of salt. I keep myself clean. I keep my clothes clean. Today, I was invited by the guys over they call it the dog park right there. A bunch of the guys hang out over there underneath the thing, and they have these water hoses set up so the guys can go and give them a little bit of a cold water shower, fill the jugs up with water and stuff, being here in Arizona. And I've talked to a few of them, but I was in my car, and one of the guys though that I've met, they said the guys were inviting you over to eat. They got more than enough, but they had a cookout, and it was nice of them. But I listened to the stories, and one of the guys, he's not homeless. He just, when he moved in this area, he didn't know anybody, so he went and talked to the homeless people about where to go, what to do, how to survive in these areas. And he struck up a friendship with him. Another one, him and his wife has a place to live, but he comes over, so they're not all homeless. I talked to one of them. He's a vet, but he's been homeless for 2 years. He's 72 years old. There's another guy I talked to at 79 years old as a vet. He's been living, he chooses to live out of his truck. His truck has a refrigerator, and he's got a way to cook a couple of little things. And he sleeps in it, goes, hangs out at certain places he got. But he says this is where he has his freedom. He's not tied down. If he decides he wants to go somewhere, he can go. But the cold hard facts is most people just can't afford it. Most of them just can't. That's what I'm saying. Another gentleman comes over there, a Hispanic gentleman, or Latino, however you want to call it. He's trying to get one of the VA facility set up things, but surviving is just surviving. Since I've been sleeping in my car, the downside is that my feet and my legs stay swelled all the time. I mean, constantly swollen. I mean, just, so I went and got some size 10 tennis shoes on sale, just to be able to put my feet into them. I can't even get my foot seats on. That is the downside of me living in my car right now. Another thing is where I've had the back surgery and stuff is building my strength back up and getting this weight off. I am dropping the weight back down. When my back got so bad, I was pretty well bedridden, and I was in excruciating pain. And I gained a lot of weight because I just couldn't do anything anymore. I got where I couldn't even go to the gym or even get in the swimming pool because I was in so much pain. So it's been a big change living in my car. I'm thankful I have my car. I don't have to be homeless. And I'm not going to stay homeless. My intention is to learn Arizona, do some rock cutting, do some metal detecting, get to know more about this area, set up and make my money. And then in the springtime, I want to go to like Upper Michigan or someplace like that to continue doing things that I enjoy doing. I'm trying to get back into nature, back into life. So you'll hear a lot of them complain and grumble and gripe and all this stuff, and government conspiracies and this and that and all this crap. But at the same time, a lot of them says, I just choose to live in my vehicle because I can't afford the rent. You know, they fix their vehicle up really nice. They go to the truck stop, take a shower or whatever. But the same token, there is those out there that just flat out won't clean up, just won't. And you're going to have scammers out there. You got to be careful about that. These con artists, so you got to be careful about it. But as far as, I've only been in my vehicle for a couple of months. I hope by next year, when I head up north, I plan on getting an apartment or something other set up. I'm trying to fix it where I can make stuff to sell. And so I went and picked up a fold-up table today. And I'm doing my artwork. I'm drawing things to sell. The table is so I can set it up somewhere and make my stuff. It's just kind of hard to do glue in or whatever. I need an inverter for the battery on the car. I would love to have one of those solar charged generators, but I don't have the money for one of those. They're so expensive. So just to let you know that I'm showing you some of the stuff here that I've made. So you can see here, this is one of the pieces that I've made. And you can see here that, I'm sorry, the air conditioner is on in the car. And then this is what I'm working on right now. But what I'm doing to make certain that they stay fairly stiff, and then these are grout and pencil because I'm not where I can paint right now. This here is one I finished. Now I've got to put a little bit more tacky glue onto it, as you can see, to seal it in a little bit better. But otherwise, it's okay. And I put a spray over to protect it, so I'll be setting up and selling these also along with my crafts. So you can see here, I'm making use of my time. I'm not standing on a street corner begging. I'm not asking for someone to send me or give me money or feed me or anything like that. I'm utilizing my time and I'm learning. I'm learning about people. I'm learning about places to go to rock hunt, places to go metal detecting. I'm learning more how to survive. I'm getting more back to bases, so I'm fine. Living in a car has been an experience. It's not for everybody. I don't care to drink. I might have a social drink once in a blue moon. That'd be a far in between. I don't do any drugs. And thankful that I've got insurance because my heart meds is over $600 a month without insurance. But with the insurance, it's not quite as bad. Still pay quite a bit, but I get 3 months supply to last me. I have my other meds too. That's cheaper. With the co-pay is like $6 for 3 months supply on them. But learning how to survive and doing this makes me a stronger person, makes me a better person, and it also helps enlighten me to listen to some of these people, how they ended up there. Some of them are just got serious mental problems. I talked to a guy this morning. He's got some serious problems, mental problems. So he just has a hard time functioning, and he really needs medical help. But he's living on the streets. He had a speech impairment, like he had a stroke or something at one time or something other. Another guy I talked to, there's a couple comes around here that are scammers. And I seen the woman get out, and what they do is they go from there's a gas station down the road called Love's, and then there's a gas station called Pilot. What they do is they'll go down to Love's, and one of them will stand across the road. He usually sends her or whatever, and she'll stand there and hold the gas can. So as soon as they give them money, or they put money in the gas can, then they'll leave and they'll go to Pilot here, and stand up across the road again from Pilate until somebody gives them money. So they do this all day long, getting money from people. People who, well-meaning people that are trying to help them out, not realizing that these people are scamming them for the money. Unfortunately, you're going to have them like that. For me, it's about door dashing. This area just really sucks. I'm not making no real money. I definitely use money. But I'm not going to stand on no street corner with a sign and say, help me, please. I'm just not going to. If I did do something, it would be a sign. I would set my table up. I set all my artwork up, and I put a sign that says, buy my artwork, something like that. I would sell what I make to get me through. I would not ask for freebie money. I just don't do it. I've met a lot of good people, and for every one of them that I've met that's done, as I've got to know them, I handed them a gift in return. One lady's writing a book, another yoga book. She's trying to do illustrations. So I gave her a couple of things I drawed and showed her what she could do. I said, I don't want you to get offended, but it was just me trying to, be a good person that I am. Another gentleman, him and his wife feeds all the homeless and everything. And he knows all the people around. He says, when you get back from Ohio, he says, I'll start introducing you to these people so you can get started. So, like I said, it's how you treat people. I go in with my artwork when I'm sitting down. I treat people with respect, and they don't look at me like I'm some piece of trash. Unfortunately, there is a lot of them out there that are filthy. They're disgusting. They take up, they're drunks and they're gruggies. Unfortunately, there is those that's like it, and it make it hard on the ones that are not like it. So, and unfortunately, a lot of the seniors has been reduced to living in their vehicle or a bicycle or whatever. They just cannot afford it. Once they retired, they just was not able to keep up with the payments on the places they was living. They just couldn't do it. But I'm not complaining. I'm thankful I got my car. I'm thankful I've met some good people. And I don't plan on staying like this forever. Eventually, once I do next spring, when spring comes around, I will be heading up north, and I will be getting some kind of apartment, and I will make my money by setting up and selling things and supporting myself. So I'm doing okay. I'm surviving. So this is Live Prepper here. So be safe, be happy. Bless you all.